And here are the sets complete. First off, we have a half-track with a mobile artillery cannon, 3 minifigures. And on the other side we have a tank destroyer, an SU-85 I believe, motorcycle, 2 minifigures, and for extra pieces, this is what came with mine, 6 pieces of track, which is pretty good, and lots of these cheese slopes. I don't know why there's so many of them. I looked at the instruction and couldn't find where all these go, so I assume they're just pretty much extra. On this side here, extra pieces are not so much, but you do get 1 piece of track, 3 cheese slopes, and other various pieces. And to be discarded on the half-track side are these disposable plastic pieces. To be disposed on this side is the sticker sheet, which uses only 3, and pictured right here, the star, the number, and that over there. So let's start with the instruction books. This one here has 460 pieces, and I forget what kind of half-track it is, but it does come with a howitzer or mobile cannon. By the way, I got these both at AliExpress, different sellers, and this one here was $14.73. This one here was $14.15 with only 338 pieces and only 2 minifigures. With the half-track being the bigger set, there are numbered bags, a lot more easier to build, and of course the build instructions are pretty straightforward. Shows you the pieces you need, the quantity, and your steps. Simple. This one was a little bit more not as simple. You just had to open all the bags and they're not numbered. So moving on, let's go with this one first. So 3 minifigures are included on this half-track set. In order to remove the vest, you have to take the arms off, which I'll do. With these minifigures, there's only printing in the front, nothing in the back, no extra facial expressions. This is all you get, so nothing too exciting. And these here are pretty much the only accessories you get that's not even used. They're just extra. You do have a weapon on top of the half-track, and I forget you do have a few other accessories. Another container here, not sure what that's supposed to be, a pipe or a rope. And then you have a shovel with toolbox or even a lunchbox. But since we're here, let's take a look at the half-track. So this is a pretty decent looking half-track. I like it a lot. Pretty solid build. Nothing comes off too easily here. Pretty stable. Have headlights in the front, and I like the way you do have a see-through. Minifigures can see through. I don't like it when there's builds that do this and it's completely covered, so like that part. And this thing can somewhat rotate. You have your taillights in the back, and this can open barely. There's not really much function here. Tracks roll pretty decently on, this is pretty hard surface, so on carpet be a lot better. One more look at this, I like that a lot. And the mobile artillery, another addition to the set. This is a little bit more fragile. It can't really elevate. That thing gets stuck here, and it is a little fragile with the gun sticking out, whatnot. So see there. These hinge pretty wide open. I mean, unrealistically like that, but they're meant for towing, so put it like this and use your half track to tow it. Also too, you have stands right here. So this is what it looks like. Unfortunately, there's two connecting points here, so your cannon can't really pivot. It's not articulated, so fortunately it's just going to be stuck in one line. Now let's take a look at the other side. On the tank destroyer side, only 2 minifigures, and you do get a motorcycle. This is a pretty nice motorcycle. It has a pretty good coloring, silver right there, and it looks really molded well. Rolls decently, and your minifigure sits pretty well on it. Speaking of that, I need to show you them without the equipment. Again, just printing in the front, just like the other one, and weird facial expression for this guy. And here is a tank destroyer. Looks pretty nice, and also too pretty stable and solid. Not too many things coming apart when you pick it up, so durable. Like I mentioned before, the only stickers are here. Unfortunately, the Halftrack didn't have any stickers. I wish it did. But speaking of this, the track is only single width versus the Halftrack, which is double width. The cannon can elevate, and you do have this, which can go up. Really not much use for this, just empty space in there. You have a sandbag here, and this does open, all these 4. It does take a little work to open these because I have such fat fingers, but inside is absolutely nothing. No engine. Here we have just a sandbag for decoration and a few lights in front. You do have a stick, whatever that's supposed to be, and an axe on this side. So not sure what these are supposed to be. Maybe exhaust. And you have your fuel containers here. You do have a hatch. Open that up and let's test it out. So there he is, but based on the picture I want him to look like that with his arms inside. How do you do that? So I took his arm off, one of them. Let's see if it can fit. Nope. You know what? They lied. You can't do that. Let's test out the track. Kind of hard surface. Carpet. Much easier. Before I conclude my review, I just want to mention, I mentioned this last time in my review, Sluban copied Oxford for quite some time, and sad to say, here's an Oxford set, here's a Sluban set. Same identical type of wheels. This one has different texturing, but the Oxford ones I had a problem with and they kept on falling apart. Sluban, on the other hand, stays intact. So, sad to say, I think Sluban is doing way better now than Oxford. So that's just my opinion. Quality of bricks, I think Sluban is up in the game versus them. Anyways, let's include my review. So for these two sets, $14, a little bit over for each. Of course, the Halftrack has more pieces, and 3 minifigures versus 2. A better deal. I got it from AliExpress from 2 different sellers, and I am not disappointed. I think this is definitely worth it, the purchase. And that Halftrack actually is my second favorite out of all these clone building blocks. The first one was by Assemble Block, the Halftrack that I built, did a review on quite recently. That one has a lot of stickers, but to me it's just more appealing. It looks more flashy. This one here is good too. I just wish there were stickers. Looks kind of bland to me, but quality of bricks are awesome, and I recommend these two. This Brickhead Boy. Thanks for watching.